Much Abrew about nothing. Nahiri's End in Modern. And we got a mulligan that one. Ugh, this is risky. Demonic Dread to the bottom. Valakut A. Living End. Alright, Catacombs go. Not feeling very good about this. Probably should have went to 5, I guess. We do get a cycle, but we have a lot of dead cards in our hand. Sack it. Get a Blood Crypt. Untapped. And cycle. Alright, Temple Garden. Well, let's cycle Minotaur. Temple Garden tapped. Pass the turn. Oh, man. Oh, we might be able to set up the Emrakul. We might. We have instant speed, violent outburst. We have the Nahiri. So what we got to do is get another land, first off. So let's cycle Deadshot Minotaur. Cycle Street Wraith. Bloodstained Mire. Pass the turn. Well, I guess next turn we can just Living End anyway. Yeah, let's just pass. Colony Heart Expedition. And Forest. Alright, let's crack this. Get a, let's see, black, green. Black, green. Let's just get Overgrown Tomb. Tapped. Let's see if we draw land. We do, but it's tapped? Well, I guess we just need to Violent Outburst, unfortunately. I wanted to get the Nahiri, pump it up, discard Emrakul, and in response, Living End, but I think that's going to be too slow. I think we just have to fire this off. So, Violent Outburst, Cascades into Living End. We get back a bunch of creatures, Black Cleave Cliffs, and pass the turn. And we can still play Nahiri next turn. We're also kind of, if our opponent can ramp enough, we could just die to Colony Heart Expedition, getting mountains. Cinderglade, let's see if they have another way to get a landfall trigger. Ooh, they don't? Street Wraith. Well, let's attack with everything. Put our opponent down to 6. And then this needs 3, right? Yeah. And then Nahiri. And exile the Colony Heart Expedition. Which should mean it's going to be hard for our opponent to win this turn. They're going to need a lot of ramp. If they could have kept Colony Heart Expedition and like Primeval Titaned, set Colony Heart, then we would have lost. But now I think we're pretty much set to win. So Nahiri's paying off. Nahiri actually may have won us this game. That may otherwise have been unwinnable. It would have been sweet to pull off the combo, but I think this is more efficient as far as winning. Alright, opponent scoops up game 1. So, Scapeshift A. I guess we bring in Slaughter Games. And then maybe Brindleboars. What do we not want? Land Destruction solid. Maybe go down Shriekmaw. Now let's just go down Shriekmaws, bring in Slaughter Games. Try it like that. Okay. This draw's a little slow and awkward, but Search for Tomorrow suspended. We do have Double Siege Rhino, which could be good. Stomping Grounds tapped. Pass the turn. So I don't know. It's interesting with this deck. This is like an Abzan hand. Typically, I think in Living End, you probably wouldn't keep a hand like this. But with this deck, with double Siege Rhino, it's kind of tempting. So let's Verdant Catacombs pass the turn. Search for Tomorrows comes down. Explore. Cinderglade. And Sakura Tribe Elder. Well, let's crack Verdant Catacombs. Get a Temple Garden. Tapped. Then let's just play a Swamp. I think we're going to stop on our opponent's upkeep and Beast within the Valakut, because we can't really let them get a Primeval Titan this turn. If we can keep them off of Primeval Titan this turn, we can Slaughter Games Primeval Titan next turn, and that takes away one of their main win conditions. And doing it on their upkeep means they can't attack with the Beast this turn. So Beast within the Valakut. Elder. Okay. Then a Forest, and let's just Slaughter Games Primeval Titan before they get a chance to cast it. So, Slaughter Games on Primeval Titan. They had 1 in their hand, 3 in their deck, so they have a Prismatic Omen and a Summoner's Pact that doesn't do much. So now we're hoping to not lose to Scapeshift eventually. Alright, so if we draw our other Slaughter Games, we probably just get Scapeshift. So pass the turn. Our opponent decides not to crack for ramp. I guess now that they don't have Primeval Titan or a Valakut, not as exciting. Ooh, there's Valakut. Yikes. Prismatic Omen. So now they're going to be able to start hitting us a lot with... well, let's Bloodstained Mire, crack Bloodstained Mire, get a Mountain, and then Siege Rhino to gain some life, go back up to 16, pass the turn. So our opponent has a ton of Valakut triggers available, thanks to Sakura Tribe Elder and Prismatic Omen. So they have every mountain they get now. That's an interesting choice. What do they have to Summoner's Pact for? Another Sakura Tribe Elder? Is that really worth it? Doesn't seem like it. This also means our reanimation plan is pretty much offline. At least until we kill Valakut. They get another Elder. Play the Elder. Go to attacks. Swing with everything. We're going to kill the Beast token. Down to 14. Alright, let's cycle Minotaur. We'd like another land destruction spell for Valakut. Ugh. Well, let's attack with Siege Rhino. Put our opponent to 13. Play a Siege Rhino. Put our opponent to 10, go back to 17, Wooded Foothills, pass the turn. Our opponent's got to pay for Summoner's Pact. Oh, we might get the jankiest win. Or we might make them at least have to shoot our Siege Rhinos with Valakut triggers. Alright. They're going after us. Down to 14. So, swings with everything. I think we got the win unless they have a ramp spell they can play. Sacks it. Down to 11. If they have another way to get a land drop this turn, down to 9. Oh. Oh, they drew Farseek. Yeah, now we're dead. We had double Violent Outburst just to pump our team and failed to find. But our opponent... Oh, they drew it. Alright. Well, that was an awkward keep for us. I guess you can't keep that hand. Alright, let's run it back. Alright, game 3 against... Scapeshift. Alright, this is the hand we kept last game and it was bad, so let's ship this one. Oh, this hand seems insane. Spirit Guide. Do we want Spirit Guide? I don't think we want Spirit Guide here. So let's Wooded Foothills go. Double Fulminator Mage should be really good. Wooded Foothills for our opponent. Let's crack it. Get a Stomping Ground? Yeah, Stomping Ground tapped. Shuffled back into the Simian Spirit Guide. Bloodstained Mire, pass the turn. Gets a Forest. Wooded Foothills, cracks it. Gets a Mountain. And Skur Tribelder. Well, let's crack this, get a Swamp, and then Plain Cycle, Pale Recluse. Get... Do we just want an untapped white source? Yeah, get a Sacred Foundry. Copperline Gorge. And Fulminator Mage. Pass the turn. Cracks the Skur Tribelder. Gets a Forest. Explore. If they ever play a non-basic, we're going to blow it up. Wooded Foothills. Cracks it. And another Skur Tribelder. So they are doing it all with basics. Temple Garden. Aye. Alright, let's cycle. Siege Rhino. Alright, let's attack with Fulminator. Opponent blocks, sacks. Play Sacred Foundry untapped. Green, white, black. Exile Simian Spirit Guide. Cast a Siege Rhino. Go back up to 19. Pass the turn. Does our opponent have Primeval Titan? Stomping Grounds. Untapped. Well, looks like here comes Primeval Titan. Farseek. So not Primeval Titan. Interesting. And Prismatic Omen. Alright. And Explore. Windswept Teeth. Are they just fizzling? Well, let's attack with both. Put our opponent down to 6. Well, let's sack Fulminator Mage. Play second Fulminator Mage. Temple Garden. Pass the turn. See if we live. Cracks Windswept Teeth. Down to 5. Kill the Cinderglade. Alright. What do you got, opponent? Are we dead? Can you 19 us here? Oh, they have a Valka in hand? Oh. Yeah, that does it. Alright. Well, we weren't going to beat that anyway.